We didn't follow me. I just come with me.
Timmy J on the track.
Okay guys, let's start. I want to make this video as detailed as and short as possible. So this is the COT report for the S&P 500 mini, and I want you to take note of this date and the value. I want you to take note of this date and the value. Like if I bring my cursor down here, you're going to see the date and the value also changes. So I want you to focus on this part while my cursor is down here. Then I'll also go to trading view and show you the result of that report. So this is the S&P 500. I think this was Monday, January's. This was the first trading day of the year. This year, January opened Monday 3rd. So let me go to my calendar, look at this Monday 3rd. So as you can see on that date, we had 152,356 shorts on the S&P 500. And then I'll go to trading view and then I'll show you this is the beginning. This is the first Monday of this year, like our first trading day of, not first trading day, our first Monday of this year. So then let me use the 1 hour chart so that I'll be able to compact this into a smaller, nicer looking chart so that it will be more clear and you guys will understand what I'm talking about. So this is the first trading day of the year, and then you can see price traded up. This is Tuesday Asian open, and then this is London open. Then look at this, we had our highs on Tuesday. Then if you go back to this chart here on batcharts.com, yeah, this is Monday, we had 152,000 shorts, and then the next Monday, which was this week's Monday was on the 10th here. This week's Monday we still had January 10th, we had 133,000 shorts. Then look at the, like, this is the bar candlestick representation. Then let me start from this Monday, January 10, to the close of, this is last week's high, this is last week's high here, and then this is last week's low. This is our first week, yeah, this is our first week's high, and then our first week's low. So this was where price was when that Monday opened, and then you can see price rallied up. Like I said before, using time price theory, what you want to see if you are bearish for that week, you want to see this price open and then push to the upside around around London open Tuesday 70% of the time, and that is what happened here. Price opened on Monday and then gave us this high on Tuesday around, even though the high came in around 3 o'clock in the evening. So the high came in around 3 o'clock in the evening, and like I said before, if you want to be bearish on this week, like this week, if you were to be bearish, I think let me also mark the week's close. This is how the week closed here. Yeah, that was on the 7th. Let me see. On the 7th, yeah, Friday. So this was the week's close. Let me change that candle color to, yeah, let me use red or orange. Okay, orange. So this was the week's close. So like I said, if you want to be selling this market, you want to sell above the opening price. This is the opening price, this red line here. You want to sell above this opening price. So you see price traded high on Monday. So this was Tuesday open. You see that has price open, price push up. So anywhere in around this region was a good selling opportunity to enter inside this market for a swing. Anywhere around this region here was a very, very good selling opportunity. Let me off this magnet too, so, and then let me change the field to light green. Yeah, that's better. So anywhere in around here was a very, very good opportunity for you to swing this trade right? Even if this previous week's low was your take profit target, this would have still been a very good trade. This low here, even if this was your take profit target, this would have been a very good swing for you, and you would have closed this trade on the 5th. I think that was on Wednesday. Would have closed this trade on Wednesday if this was your this previous week's low was your take profit target. But then again, following this concept of using COT reports, these shorts we had here, so following a COT report, and we were expectant to sell the S&P 500 for this week, for our first trading week. So you can see what happened here. Price just melted and gave us this low here on Friday. So last week, that was the first trading week. So on the second week, we were still short on the S&P 500. That's January 10th, last week's Monday. We had 133,856 shorts on the S&P 500. So this is the 10th. Yes, this is the 10th. This is the new week. Let me see. This is 7th. Okay, this is 10th. So this is where the new week started. Let me clone this stuff and then bring it here. Let me go back to the 5 minutes chart so that I'll be able to get that price range very well. So let me just bear with me. Okay, so this is where we are, and then I'll zoom into this a little. Let me okay, so this is where we are. This is the okay. Almost there. I want the 0 level. Yep. So this is where price opened on the 10th. Let me use the 30 minutes chart. Okay, this is where we are. So for the 10th, like last week, we're still bearish on this pair on the S&P 500. Let me reduce this so you can see price opened. Even though price opened, pushed down, price still came up to give us a weekly high. This was still on the 10th. Let me look for 11th. Okay, there you go. That's 11th, which was the Tuesday. 11. Yep. So price opened on Monday, gave us this week high. This is 8:30, close to London open. Price gave us this high and then melted. Then what did we see on Tuesday? Price still rallied up on Tuesday, and then yeah, price also closed bullish on Tuesday. So this was okay. This is the open of Wednesday. Still have it in mind, we are still bearish on this pair. So we had a trade on Monday. Price opened, pushed down, gave us a bearish close. Then what happened on Tuesday? Price rallied up. Price now closed bullish on Tuesday. Fine. Then what happened on Wednesday? See what happened on Wednesday. Price still closed bullish on Wednesday. Don't forget, we are bearish on this pair. So even if we saw this move to the upside, where did it start? Here. All you had to do was to be patient and wait for price to give you a trade instead of jumping. Yeah, fine, you could have still traded this. You could have still traded this, but keep it in mind, we were bearish on this pair, on this S&P 500. So what happened here? So price now pushed up, and then this is on the 12th. Which day was that? On the 12th, on Wednesday. So what happened on Wednesday? Price melted, like even here. So we had an optimal trade entry using these two levels here. If I should plot my fib, where is she? Here. From this level to this level, if I should use my fib, you can see that we had an optimal trade entry here, like from this high to this low, entry at this level and stop loss above here. So what happened on Wednesday? Price melted up to this level, and also for that week, for the week that's last week, closed bearish on the S&P 500, even though the bearish close was not that strong. But then again, we still had move to the upside. We could have capitalized from here to here, and even from this up to where price closed. So going into this week, I'm still waiting on the COT report. It's like for the S&P 500 and the rest, it comes out on Monday, so I'll see what the COT report has for us tomorrow, and then I'm going to give you my bias for the S&P 500. So we had two trading opportunities here. We had the first one here, and then we had another one on Wednesday here, and price closed, retraced and closed somewhere 50% of the weekly candle. But then again, we had two good bearish entries on the S&P 500. So I'll check what we have, if it's the same scenario on the Nasdaq. I'm already on the chart. I think here it's the same scenario that happened on the Nasdaq. So I'll wait for COT reports tomorrow. Look at this week. This week was like, the first week was very bearish. So I'll forward test this like in the next 3 weeks, this week and the next 2 weeks, like first week of February too, and then I'll get back to you guys. So as usual, keep smashing the markets, keep catching pips. It's your boy Savior, and peace.